Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. It's literally been 3 months since I last posted, but listen, that's just because I've been busy, okay? I've been working with brands that I love and enjoy like Camille Rose, Bounce Curl as I am. I had my first ever booking in New York City with the Rezo Salon. I got my first ever curly haircut. I've also been working my full-time sales job, but listen, all of that has slowed down, so I'm back. As you can see by my towel, this is going to be my updated curly hair routine, and I'm also gonna do a Q&A for you guys just to get to know me a little bit better. So let's get to the video. All right, so here's the shower lineup. So I use the Rezo's Curls Biotin shampoo and conditioner. This one has been my favorite. I've been using it for some time now. I don't know if I put this in my last video, but this one will grow your hair. The next product I use in the shower is going to be the Amico Hydro Rush Deep Conditioner. This one has been my favorite, especially for like my hair type and porosity. I feel the moisture in my hair and my hair feels so much softer. So here is the styling lineup. The first product I use is going to be the Bounce Curl Moisture Balance Leave-In Conditioner. If you didn't know, I am affiliated with Bounce Curl, so you can use my code Amore Rodriguez 10 to get 10% off all of your orders. Next product I use is going to be the InnerSense Eye Create Definition Styling Foam. This has been my favorite that I got at Ulta. The last product, of course, is going to be the Extreme Gel. I literally put this in all of my videos, so aren't we shocked that I'm using this? Last product I have, I'm going to be using the Mielle Rosemary Mint Hair Oil. So I've been using this just literally on my scalp just to make my hair grow, because if you watch my videos, I cut my bangs, which literally ruined my life. So we're trying to grow my hair back. I also have my iPad here, so I'm going to be reading off the questions and just answering throughout the video. So this first question is, what is your hair porosity? So I would consider myself to have low hair porosity, but my stylist said I have low to irregular, just with the fact that throughout my whole entire head, my hair absorbs product and moisture differently. I've also said before, I feel like I am working with two different heads just with the fact that my hair like reacts so differently to products. We never know. Also, look at my bangs. This is so sad. All right, so this next question is, what are your favorite hobbies? I will say solving like murder mystery, like the case file games. I also work out. I was gonna say is eating a hobby, but that's pretty much it for right now. So the first thing you're gonna do is separate your hair into two big sections. Then what we're gonna do is just pull back this side of my head. So whatever I do to this side, I do the exact same to the opposite side. This next question is, when did you start learning about your hair type? I will say I started learning sophomore year of high school. I had really bad heat damage in my hair, and I just knew if I were to keep straightening my hair is gonna fall out. So I sectioned off the bottom half of my head. So we're just gonna put away the hair we're not using. Also, in my curly hair routine, I stopped using a spray bottle and I just dip my hair into the sink and just wet it that way. So we're gonna wet this section and then we're gonna go in with the Moisture Balance Leave-In Conditioner. So now that I wet this section, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the leave-in conditioner. And then I just rake that through my hair like this. And then after, we're gonna go in with the InnerSense Mousse. I just go in with 2 pumps and then I also rake that through my hair. And like I said earlier, whatever I do to this side, I'm gonna do to that side. And now I'm just gonna detangle my hair. Right, so we start with the bottom and then we're just going to go up like this. After we are done detangling, we are going to take a handful of gel and smear it into our hair. I got the gel. And then I'm just going to smear it in. Like I said, I feel like this gives me better results than just scrunching in the gel. Like this makes my curls last so much longer and it has a way better hold too. Okay, so before I define it, I'm gonna go in and put the oil in my hair. So this next question is, do you have any hair growth tips? I will say what I'm doing right now, oiling my scalp and just staying consistent with like my curly hair routine, making sure my hair isn't dry so it's not gonna be breaking or getting any split ends. What I used to do a lot too, any split ends that I had, I would cut it off every so few months just so that it wouldn't like go through my whole entire hair shaft. Next step, we're gonna break this section in half and just define our curls. Also, if I see any frizzy pieces, I just go in with a little bit more gel and it'll be fine. Alright you guys, so it got hot in here, so I turned on the fan. Hopefully it's not too loud. But we're done this section, so we're gonna do the same exact thing on the opposite side. So this next question is, what is your ethnicity from Mexico? First of all, that is so cute. I love when I get questions and they're like, I'm from here or here, but I am Hispanic. My mom is Black and my dad is Puerto Rican. This next question is, how often do you get trims? Before I had a stylist, I usually did it, well, no, I would just cut my split ends as often as I see fit, like if there's a lot. Right now, currently, I get them every 6 months, and that's usually when I get like my hair reshaped, cut off all the split ends, and yeah. You guys, I just remembered the question asking what are my hobbies. I'm actually really into golf. I've been wanting to improve my golfing skills for like a while now. So I'm gonna add that to the list of hobbies that I have. Right, so now we're gonna work with the middle side of my head. So what I'm gonna do, typically I section it like this and then I break it in half. Next question is, are you able to retain length even when you do a lot of wash and goes? Do you do them often? So no, I don't do wash and goes at all. I usually just do my full curly hair routine and that's pretty much it, and I just do it once a week. So retaining length, I think I do because I don't do wash and goes often. Does that, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So this next question is, are you in school? No, I'm not in school. I wouldn't even know what I would go to school for, and I do think about this often. It's just, to me, it doesn't really make sense to oh my gosh, I grabbed one of my curls. It doesn't make sense to go to community college or university just undecided and waste thousands of dollars. Like, if I were to make that decision, I'd want to be like 1,000% sure that I'm making the right decision for what major I go for. I feel like throughout the years I've been figuring out what I want as a career, so I'm really happy with like the pace I'm at and just like the decision that I've made to not go to school. This next question is, do you wear protective styles? So I put my hair in braids, just like 2 straight back sometimes, but I really would like to get into individual braids in the future, so stay tuned for that. This question says, how did you get rid of your heat damage? Girl, I did a big chop. So my hair used to be down to my butt and then I cut it up to here. Like, I literally, it was a drastic change. Like, that's how bad my heat damage was. And then after that, I completely stopped straightening my hair. So we did a big chop, eliminated all heat, and then I focused on actually like having a curly hair routine because I didn't know what I was doing. I would constantly straighten my hair, so I had to start from scratch. But my best advice is to get deep conditioners because those reparative deep conditioners are your best friend during this time. And just be patient with yourself, just because this is a never-ending trial and error. So your hair will constantly, it'll look good, it'll look bad. You're getting into the routine, so be patient with yourself. What really pushed you to start your hair journey? So one, my hair was so damaged. Like, the middle of my head, the breakage was so bad that it was literally up to here while my hair, the rest of my hair was down to my butt. And I think also just part of like accepting that I have curly hair and that my hair isn't straight, that was like a big thing for me, was just like embracing who I was. So nowadays you will not catch me with straight hair at all, just from the PTSD of how bad my breakage was. And just with like, curly hair is me, you know, like sometimes it is nice to switch it up and have straight hair, but I like my natural curly hair a lot more. Hi, how many times do you redo your curly hair routine? So first, hey, and I only do my hair once a week. So if it looks bad the entire week, that kind of just like, it is what it is. I feel like I put the most effort in on my wash days and just styling, but after that, like, it just goes downhill. How do you prevent your hair from being dry? I'm telling you guys, deep conditioners are your best friend. I showed it earlier, but I use the Amika Hydro Mask. That one is really good for like 3A to 4C hair. And if you have, And if you have like coarse hair, thicker hair, it's perfect for you. Another thing I do is I use moisturizing products. So like I'm using the Bounce Curl moisturizing leave-in conditioner, or I use the Mielle Hawaiian Ginger leave-in conditioner. So I make sure the products I use will work for my hair and just make sure like it's hydrated throughout the week. All right, so now we're done the middle part of my hair. We're gonna move to the top half. So I work from the back moving forward. I'm gonna have a middle part in this look just because my bangs are so short. I want to like balance out my hair. Next question, what products do you use on your hair most? Literally the Extreme Gel. I don't switch that up. The Rosemary Mint hair oil. I think that's pretty much it for right now. I've been really loving the Aussie Curl Mousse. I use that all the time too. I think that's it. This one, did you have a straight hair phase? Yes, literally more than half of my life I have had straight hair. This question is, how long did you do ballet and do you still do it? No, I don't dance at all. I don't do ballet. I stopped sophomore year of high school. How long did I do it? I grew up dancing, but I started actually taking it serious, I will say, in 6th grade till I stopped dancing. And no, I don't have any intentions of doing it again. How old are you? I'm 21. My birthday is May 10th, so I'm a Taurus. My moon is actually a no. My moon is Aquarius. I'm a rising Cancer. Okay, so now that this is the remainder of my hair, I'm just gonna split this in half and style it going down. Because like I said, for today's look, I'm going to get a middle part. So I just split this in half and then put up the rest of my hair. How do I repair damaged curls and make them less frizzy? So I feel like even if you have the healthiest hair, your curls will still be frizzy, and you can do everything right. Like it might just be like the humidity, the day, like really you're always gonna have frizzy hair. But to prevent that, I would recommend using Stronghold products. And how do I repair damaged curls? I'm telling you guys, deep conditioner. Whatever you're doing, if you're dyeing your hair, I would say use the As I Am Bond collection. That's really good for that, or just bonding products in general. If you're straightening your hair, stop straightening your hair. Chemically treating your hair, stop doing that. So whatever you're doing to cause that damage, literally cut that out. Use deep conditioners or bond products. Okay, so this is the last question. Hey, love your hair. Do you dye it or is it your natural color? So this question is asked so much. So this is my natural hair color. I've never once dyed it. If you're looking to get this hair color, I will say go for like a teddy brown or like a caramel brown. And I think that's like the closest I will say to what my hair is. So now I'm just gonna finish defining this and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, you guys, now we're just going to style the last 2 sections and that is it. Alright you guys, so as I style the last section of my hair, I just want to say thank you so much for all of the questions. Hopefully that made you guys get to know me a little bit more, get to know yourself a little bit more about your hair and my hair too. Thank you so much for just supporting me throughout this journey. I now have 20,000 followers on Instagram and over 30,000 on TikTok, which is insane. So just thank you so much for all of the love and support. So now I'm just gonna finish styling this section of my hair. After that, I'm going to diffuse it. I actually started diffusing now. I know I used to be an air dry connoisseur, but we are going to now diffuse it and I'll just show you guys what the final results will be of my curly hair routine. Alright you guys, so we're back after diffusing my hair and this is what the day 1 results look like. What I really love about these products is that it holds my curls, but also you see I have a lot of volume for day 1, so as the week goes on my hair will just get bigger and bigger, so I don't need to fluff it out. So overall, my routine now, I rate it a 10 out of 10. So I hope you guys try the products I use. Thank you so much for the Q&A. Hopefully I can come up with something next time so I'm not like posting 3 months at a time, but we'll see. Bye guys.